Only reason we're getting through this workout is because the Lord gave us the strength. God, to give me the strength through this workout, help me through it, and just to be with me, just a quick, simple prayer. That's all I do. I do that with everything that I do in my life. When I eat, if I'm just going on a drive, on a walk, I always do a prayer like that, just to get that, to be with me. Before we start, gotta get these going. 9 millis. Some milk. Pop a lip pillow. Yeah, so gotta do some legs.
Give us a little leg squeeze. Oh yeah.
No problem. That's why we're here, right?
Exactly.
Thank you, bro.
So where are we at, man? What gym do you go to?
Old gym. Portland, Colorado. Probably one of the better gyms around. Pretty empty today, so see if we can get some footage going. We're gonna start off with some leg press. Just that. I've been doing this workout for 2 years, this routine, and I still don't know it. So
That's crazy.
I always have to pull it up on my phone. So technically we're doing leg day 1. We're gonna start off with leg press. We're gonna do 3 warm-up sets, 1 working set, and a backup set. So we'll load it up. Start off with 6 plates. Oh shit. Already messing up. If you don't drop the pre, it's not gonna be a good workout. Just 12 for the warm-ups. Let me go in front to go grab something to clean that up with. Water. H2O. Good thing it's not packed today. Usually super packed. Especially for these, we always have to be waiting. So let's get it. First workout, I'm already dying. So we're gonna bump it up. We got 6. Probably add 2 more plates. Go up to 8 plates.
This is campeón level amount of weight.
That's who I want to be. That's what I'm aiming for. I already feel my fucking legs hella pumped. The calves are gonna look gnarly once we work them out. Once I get that pump going, you know. I ended up winning the bid. I bid it on the game and I won it, so.
How much?
150 for an old ass game.
Wait, what game? In case I want to hear it.
The Order 1888 collectors. So part of the gym life, you know. Now, drop down on weight. Going back to the 6 plates, has to back off. And there'll be only 10 reps on this. And then that's gonna wrap up the leg press. So I'm gonna take this off right now. It's already got hot. I'm not used to talking and working out, so it takes a lot out of me. On today's workout, I do more of a closer grip. My feet, more of a closer. And my other day, my leg day too, I go wider grip, just to target different parts of the leg. So we're done with these. I gotta move on to the next one. All right, so these are gonna start a little lighter. Something about this machine,
What's lighter?
the weight on the hack
Well,
squat.
that's what I mean. Like how much?
I just do 1 plate. One plate and a 25 to start off with. And these are gonna be, we're gonna do 2 warm-ups. So each set will be 12. 1 working set, which is 6 reps, and 1 back off, which is 10 reps. Same thing as the other one. Only difference is instead of 3, we're doing 2 of the warm-ups. Honestly, at this point, like, I wanna finish this workout. I mean, I enjoy training, you know, I love it, but right now I just wanna go home and play some Resident Evil, you know? I'm just working on 3 right now, trying to plan it again. It'll be my second time. Maybe they're going back to God of War or Resident Evil 2 again. I don't know. But honestly, like, that's what's been helping me a lot through my prep, because we're 5. I think Friday will be 5 weeks out for our show, so that's been helping me a lot through this prep. You know, keeps my mind off eating and everything, distractions. So find a hobby. Me, it's gaming. I don't know if it's healthy. I mean, sometimes I spend up to 15 hours just sitting there, you know. Well, obviously between my meals, that's when I'll stop it. Helps a lot. Helps me take rest days too, which I had a problem with. So these are gonna go a little slower because it just suck. But it's gonna be the same concept as those. We're gonna go, once we're on the bottom, we're gonna hold it for at least a quick second, go up. I'm gonna try my best to do it. Sometimes it just sucks. So I go a little faster, but to get that full burn, that full effect is gonna be pausing at like that 1 second at the bottom. So.
Like I want to see, like your eyes do. We are downstairs where no one can see.
Yeah, they're not fun. Not fun whatsoever. Feel like I don't know. Feel like a fat kid. I used to be fat, so I can say that. But
Bro, he was not fat.
I don't know. When you're in middle school wearing XL for men, I think I passed that bar. I'm just saying, I don't know.
I'll have to show him a picture of you.
I'll have to
As a
post it.
kid.
Yeah. I was wearing a big XL Scarface shirt that I bought at Burlington. That was my go-to spot, you know. They always had the Scarface stuff, so I think my pants waist was like 32 when I was fat. Right now I'm probably a 30. But yeah.
Legs are looking nuts.
One paper cut and I'm done.
Dude, cooked.
I'm good. So we got one more warm up of 12. These just suck, man. It's probably one of my least favorite workouts of today. Yeah. Huh? Yeah, no. I got George on the same routine as me, so he knows. Which George is the guy behind the camera. A handsome picture of him. So, yeah. It's not as bad, you know, recording. I've never done this. I don't like having that attention on me, but it's not too bad. I'm gonna stop talking, enjoy the workout, enjoy me dying.
New life break away tonight. I feel like the water warm. You taste food, and I know.
I got a text message from my coach saying that I didn't check in yesterday. But usually we're on Saturday check-ins, and we started doing Wednesday, Friday check-ins and Saturday. But I thought this week we're back to our normal Saturday, so they hit me up like, hey, you didn't check in yesterday, so I'm slacking, bro. I mean, I've been strict on my diet, so I just legitimately thought we are supposed to go back to our normal one, but Gotta stay accountable on that one. So we're gonna do leg extensions. We're gonna do the same thing. One warm-up of 12s, 2 working sets of 15s, and a cluster. So a cluster, pretty much what it is 4 sets of 4 reps each. And in between each is gonna be a 15-second wait time. So we'll get to it. And mostly when I do these two, I like to point my toes. When I go up, I point them outwards, squeeze on top, hold it for a second on top, really get that nice burn. I feel like shit, I feel like throwing up. I don't know why, but. Only reason we're getting through this workout is because the Lord gave us the strength. And before every workout, I made it a habit to do a quick little prayer in my head. Helps me through the workout. So even though my cameraman don't believe in it, I strongly believe. So
What's your prayer? Can you tell us or no?
I just pretty much ask God to give me the strength through this workout, help me through it, and just to be with me, you know. It's a quick, simple prayer. That's all I do. I do that with everything that I do in my life. When I eat, if I'm just going on a drive, on a walk, I always do a prayer like that, just to get that, you know, to be with me. So it helps me a lot. It helps me get through my day. Brings me an incredible amount of peace to my life that I wouldn't trade it for anything. So it's beautiful. I'm not pushing anything on anybody, but if you're curious, try it out and you won't regret it, that's for sure. So we're gonna finish it off with the cluster, which what I mentioned is 4 sets of 4 reps, and in between each set is a 15-second pause. So it looks something like this.
I can't escape this hell. So many times. Somebody get me through this nightmare. I can't control myself.
And that wraps that up. I couldn't get that last one. My calves are shocked. So we're done with these. Clean up the equipment and go on to the next one. Oh, this one's just gonna be 3 sets of 15s. We're gonna stay with the same weight, which is just 2 plates. So, yep, not much here. This is our last workouts.
How you feeling?
Feeling like shit. I feel like I want to throw up. I don't know if it's because I've ate. Well, it was like an hour between my meal and the workout, 2 hours. So, I don't know. It's part of leg day, I guess. These always take out so much out of me. I got a little heart. So I love you. It's getting to a point where I can't even finish the sets. Technically, with these, I can't finish the set. I at least get 8 in. If I can get it 8 in, good 8 reps, I keep the weight, just go all of them till failure. But let's say I start feeling at like 2 reps, then yeah, I'm going down on weight. But since it's pretty much treated like failure, the last ones. Let's get it done, trying to go home. Trying to play some Resident Evil. We're done with these. We'll just go to the sitting down ones over there and we'll be done. So for these, we're just gonna do 3 plates. Same concept. 3 reps, 3 sets, 15 reps each. So I suck at posing, but that's what we're here practicing. So I'm gonna go through my mandatories first. There's still a lot of work that needs to be done on them. I am 5 weeks out, so I need to put in more work. But we'll do a little bit of mandatories, then we're gonna do a little posing, random, just to see how we're looking. Yeah, I mean, here we go, I guess. I might get a little naked, excuse that. I can't really flex my legs right now because of I just worked out. So it's just a bunch of shaking. But yeah, I mean, as opposing, still working on a routine. I mean, body-wise, I guess, you know, still a little bit we need to lose. Abs are coming in. But like I said, 5 weeks out. This is my first show ever. I think we're doing good. So thanks to my coach, you know, he's been really helping me. Thanks to him, we're here, right? But yeah, I mean, this is a physique update for now. I feel like my legs, good. One of my strong points, my hammies. You know, I don't know if you can really see it, but it's starting to show here. Can't really flex, but abs, back. So yeah, thank you guys for coming in with me. Hopefully we can cook something good, entertaining for you guys to watch. Hopefully you guys can enjoy, you know. Trying to make it, well, first time doing it, you know, and it's literally, my legs are just shaking, it's just standing. So literally, this is how I am every day. So now I'm not trying to put up an act or anything. Well, maybe I'm more quiet because there's no one to talk to. But yeah, so that's my leg day 1. We'll try to get more footage of my leg day 2 because we have a pull, push, pull, and leg day. And then it's the same thing, but 1 and 2. So we'll try to get those recorded, get it up on video. You guys check it out, and I really want you guys to come on the journey with me of my first ever bodybuilding show. And let me get changed, and then we'll switch to the car, and we'll talk a little bit more on how I'm feeling with the whole situation. And
How do you come up with the poses, man? Like, what is that process of that?
so mostly the poses right now, oh shit, let me turn that down. The posing, I don't really come up with any right now. All of them that I've done are like mandatories. Pretty much poses that they're gonna ask you to do on stage with the other competitors. There is gonna be a routine that we're probably next week. I'm gonna hire someone to help me come up with the routine, and yeah, that's what we're gonna come up with, our own little routine. I mean, obviously all the poses are already made, right? But the routine is what we're gonna work on. But what I was told is to kind of wait once you're closer to competition day to kind of come up with that routine, but still practice your posings, you know? Because that's how you're gonna look when you're on stage. At least that's from my understanding. I don't know. I'm new to this, guys.
First time?
I'm going based off what's the saying? Word of mouth.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
What's been your motivation so far?
My motivation, honestly, bodybuilding is something I've always wanted to do, and it always caught my eye. And it goes back to when I was really young. I started, well, everybody says, you know, watching Arnold. When I first got introduced to Arnold was with Terminator 2. And as a kid, and at that time, I didn't understand English, you know, because I came from Mexico. So I didn't know English or anything. And that was one of the first movies my cousins introduced me to. And just seeing a dude like that, you know, I was like, damn, you know, I want to be like that. And then once I got little older, I got introduced to pumping iron, and that's when I was like, you know, I want to follow this bodybuilding. But I didn't start lifting weights until I was like maybe like 16. But yeah, it's always something I always wanted to do. And one thing too is that, well, like a couple of days ago, I was talking to my mom about it. Like, we're talking about the competition day, and I was like, I don't understand how this, like me wanting to do bodybuilding came to me, you know, like joining this sport. Because for the people who know me, know that I don't like attention on me. I get really nervous when there's like a lot of attention on me, and I get really bad anxiety. So I'm like, I picked the worst sport to do, you know? Like you're on stage in front of people in underwear, you know? So it's like, but it's just something that I really want to do. And yeah, that's what drives me. It's just pretty much a dream I've always had. And you know, what's been, I guess, kind of going on a little rant, but what's been something that keeps me going with all this, even though like that I've been struggling with, the closer the competition gets, the more nervous I get about it, right? And if I can explain that feeling to you guys, the most simplest way that I feel like everybody's been through is think about it that you're in middle school, you're on summer break, about to go into high school. And your summer's about to end and you're about to go into this new school, new people, and that nervous feeling you get of, am I going to find my classes? Who's going to be there? Am I going to know anybody there? That nervous, like the closer the day gets and the more nervous and anxious you get, that's the exact feeling I'm feeling right now. This honking dude, it just turned green. Come on. Anyways, yeah, but like I mentioned during my workout, you know, I put a lot of all my faith in God. I got to the point where, like at this point, I don't really care if I win or lose. I'm mostly like, I need to make sure I get on that stage with the best package I can bring to the table, right? So what I do, I give everything to God. I leave it in God's hands, but I'm still doing the best I can. So with that thought of me, like, I did everything in my physical power I can to get here. The rest is in God's hand. You know, like if I'm gonna do the posing right, if I'm gonna win or if I'm gonna lose everything, I leave that in God's hands because I have no control over it, right? So as long as I know that I went in there with everything I could physically and I put my best in, I'm good. That's what helps me get through it, right? Maybe if I was slacking and not doing my program, not practicing posing and all that, then you know it'll be a little scarier because it's like it falls on me. And since I'm doing everything, you know, the outcome, I win, thank you, Lord. I lose, thank you, Lord. You know, I did my best. Maybe it wasn't my time to get it. So I'm not worried about the winning or the losing. I'm just a little nervous. Well, that nervous of being in front of people, but I know that God's on my side and everything's gonna turn out good as long as I put in my part. A longer answer to that question. Yeah.
That's fair. That's fair. So, how coming up to that with God and everything, I had a question that was, how will you know you succeeded regardless of pacing? Like, do you feel like you succeed even if you didn't win?
Oh, definitely. You know, it's kind of, for me, succeeding, my point of view, for some people, is like, oh, winning first place, I'm a success. For me, honestly, it's not that. Because my goal has always been to get on that stage with my best, you know, bringing my best, doing my best and getting on that stage, winning or losing. So as long as I get on that stage, regardless of outcome of the placing, as long as I get on that stage and I know deep down in my heart that I did the best that I could and did everything possible in my part to get on there, that's already a success for me. It's pretty much what, you know, that's saying I'm just happy to be here, you know? That's the success for me. Winning is going to be the cherry on top, you know, it's a little extra bit. I mean, it's not a big focus for me. Because, like, I look at this bodybuilding more, it's not more of a race, it's a marathon, you know? You're going to have to lose in order to grow. I mean, failure is where you grow the most. So, I don't mind. I win good, I lose good, you know? Now back to the drawing board regardless. So, this is something that I'm trying to make it into this is a lifestyle for me now. I don't see myself, as long as God gives me that strength and power and the will to keep going and the health, I'm going to keep doing it. And I'm going to keep pursuing, you know, to eventually get my pro card.
So you're going to continue to compete? every
Yeah.
year?
I don't know about every year, but I'm gonna obviously gonna continue to work into becoming a pro in this sport. It takes time. It's not. This sport's not about rushing. You have to take your time. You have to take things slow, right? You can't rush into things. Everything, every beautiful and great thing takes time. So, and like I live my life by, like I said, I'm very into God, and God's time is perfect. Everything that comes, if you put it in His hands, whatever happens, it was meant to happen. And if you lose, and if, let's say, bodybuilding doesn't turn out to be my thing, it's because He knows down the road He's going to destroy me. So He's going to take it out of my life for the better of me. Even though I can't see it right now and I really want it, it's like, who knows better than God, right? So that's how I live my life. And if it's not meant to be, it's not meant to be. You just got to keep pushing forward and just pray that God leads you to the right path. So can't add that stressful to your life. Things you don't have control over.